What's up, guys? Today is the first podcast of many. We're going to be doing this every single Thursday, probably until we die. I have my boys, Beefy and Bob.
Yeah.
Say hi, guys.
What's up?
So we're going to be doing this podcast, and sometimes we might have special guests, stuff like this. And we're going to have the segments.
Yep.
And today I think we are going to be doing, this is going to be our first segment, just kind of talking about the podcast. Then we're going to do a game review. We're going to do sports, but mostly football. Kind of like chat, I guess. I don't really know what to call it. And then fourth, we're going fourth and final, we are going to do
Stuff that happened this week.
stuff that happened, like funny things that, or not funny things, but just stuff that's happening in our life, kind of.
Just like what happened on the phone. Yeah, exactly.
This segment is way too long. We do not have 5 minutes of filler for this segment. So, we're just going to hop in to the game review segment. Okay, in this segment, we're going to be doing a game review of, Fortnite, I guess. Season 7 is a good season. What do you guys think?
It definitely, season 6 was terrible. I think season 7.
Worst season ever, really.
Yeah.
Season 7. Season 6 was
7,
just...
it might bring back Fortnite. I believe it can.
Yeah, Fortnite was statistically not going down, but people will stop liking it.
Like the big streamers.
Because it was just getting boring. And sweaty.
Yeah.
It was turning into a different game.
Just all about competitiveness.
And now this season kind of brought back some fun stuff with the railgun and the UFOs. Now those things are very overpowered.
Exactly. But you can do a lot of memes with them.
Yeah, but they're fun to use. And beginning game is pretty much AIs all the time. But end game now is so sweaty. Do you guys have any
I think
why?
Sweatiness in the end game is pretty good. And I kind of like it because it's action packed and it gives you like a better.
Yeah, it's kind of like playing scrims.
And it gives you like people that are good to go against instead of bots.
But the bad thing is about that, like when you're trying to build into circle, you're just gonna get shot, spammed at everything. These guys know what they're doing. It's hard to win when you're playing arena trios and pub matches.
But it also makes you feel better when you win. You're like, that guy was really like
sweaty.
When I beat somebody who's really sweaty, I just feel really good, and I'm like I feel like I can win every single game.
Yeah, and it gives you that boost.
Yeah, it just gives you that boost that just makes you want to win even more.
But speaking of Fortnite Season 7, what are you guys' thoughts of like the different guns they've added to the game?
The Chimera Ray gun I think is pretty funny. I mean, it does 6 damage, but it has infinite range. I think it's the most accurate gun ever.
Yeah, definitely.
And the fire rate is insane.
It's insane.
Yeah.
It does so little damage
because
but
it
can just
literally
melt
it's not a fire rate. It's literally just a line.
Yeah.
Like it's always hitting them.
The fact that it has like that recharge of like the minigun with like the infinite ammo and then it just goes.
It's just it might be a little overpowered, but still you have to have a little bit of it.
And it does 6 damage.
It is like 9 damage and then 11
damage.
headshot.
Yeah. And the max damage that I think can do is the closest range with the best rarity is 13.
Yeah.
But the stupid
headshot.
UFOs, oh my god.
They're fun when you're up in them, but when you're getting like abducted or like what Fortnite needs to do is take out the knockback.
No, take out the damage.
Take out the UFO entirely. I think.
Or take out the ball, the energy ball.
Yeah, just
the rest of the UFO is kind of memey and it's kind of funny. Like getting abducted, you're like, oh shoot, I'm getting abducted.
Exactly.
And what McCreamy did with the crates and floating in the sky with the crates in his newest video, that was pretty good meme.
The UFO is a great thing to add in Fortnite, but the ball that does stupid amount of damage and just goes straight through builds and stuff.
Yeah, I was in a situation. It was me and 2 other people. I was playing solos. I had the loot, man. I had gold pump, gold log, gold rapid fire SMG, and chug cannon. I had 999 every single material. Well, not then because I had this massive build fight. And this AI in a UFO who I got down to like 30 HP, and then he dipped in his UFO, comes back and he energy balls me. And he knocks me off a height and I died of fall damage. And it it sucks because it's just you can't counter it.
Exactly.
It's just gonna go through your build and destroy you.
But the one thing you can counter the UFO with, since it has so little damage,
Railgun.
the railgun, which is
Railgun.
really
Yeah.
overpowered.
Because
three
you can
shots
also
at.
shoot through it and hit the
the person.
driver.
Yeah,
In the last shot when you like blow up the UFO, it does a little bit damage to the driver and the people inside it. Because when I shot it 3 times, the third time it told me like 20 shield off of him.
Yeah.
When I didn't even like shoot at the driver's seat, I just shot at the UFO and it just
Yeah. Also, the tracking device, I think it's really good. But if someone has a railgun and a
It's
tracking
too OP.
device,
yeah, it's too.
it's
OP.
just too OP.
And then how do you guys feel about the mythics? I personally wish like it was like season 2
With more
and they had
mythics.
more bosses in mythics.
Yeah.
Like it was fun going to the grotto and then maybe picking up the Midas drum gun
And Sky,
doing all
Scar,
this-
Grappler.
Yeah, that was fun. Just getting like all these mythics, having all mythic loadout.
But now there's just one Sloan pulse rifle
And-
that's
and-
not even good.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
pulse
it's not
rifle's
even good.
okay, but it's just like a bad infantry or star
It's a bad
rifle.
AK.
Yeah.
It's a bad AK.
It's
Or a
just-
bad star rifle.
It
Yeah.
does good damage, but you have to hit them.
Yeah.
I think the best gun that's not like that's mythic or exotic has got to be the chug cannon. The
Yes.
new llamas in this game is
I love them.
Really good.
Yeah.
And they're funny because
they give you more
they're
maps.
like doop doop doop.
They're just running around. It makes it more of a challenge for people to get that
Maps.
golden loot.
Oh, and
And-
here's a tip, guys. I saw the X2 Twins did this. I don't know how we did not think of this. Box the llama.
After you shoot them with a railgun.
Yeah, shoot them with the railgun, then box them up, and then easily can get the free mats. And I like how Fortnite changed it to 500 mats instead of 250.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
350 of each.
No, it's
No, they changed it to 500 map. Or no,
Wait, no, but it used to be
or-
350.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then also bolts, guys, bolts.
Yeah.
Oh, both.
You
And
gotta
hand
give
cannons.
you gotta give a clap
And
to the
hand
bolts
They
and
cannons.
the
bring out
hand cannons.
the pretty good snipers. But the thing is,
I wish the heavy was still here, man.
Yeah,
but I don't know why they still have those exotics like the Nighthawk and the dualies. Like
Yeah.
Nobody likes them.
they're not even that good. They should add more.
I mean, I like the dualies.
They should add
The dualies
different
are
exotics.
pretty good, but they should add like different exotics,
Yeah.
different mythics, so to make
Like-
the game more fun.
or make the wild weeks a little cooler because like the wild weeks weren't wild. Like
They were just gold.
it was
Gold.
it was like everything's half off or you get a higher chance of finding a firefly jar or firefly jar.
Yeah,
and I'm like,
that's good.
well, I mean, cool. I have a firefly jar now, but like that's fun.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like make it, bring back. Like let's say they did a like I don't really know. I don't really know an example, but I just feel like the Wild Week could be better.
Yeah.
I feel like they should bring back people like guns and items that people like the hunting rifle and the bounce pads,
heavy sniper.
heavy sniper, all the good guns that everybody likes,
Yeah,
so
and-
that people start playing.
Yeah.
them.
And also launch pads.
Launch pads are
They
back.
bring back
Yeah.
launch pads. But one thing they should bring back, traps. Traps were just so
Yeah.
memey.
and the one and the one thing to wrap this segment up is, I don't know if you guys know that, but I miss the grotto. Like
Yeah, the grotto was
Like,
actually a pretty good place.
the grotto was one of my favorite POIs. Dropping in there, getting the Brutus minigun because I'm a spammer. I love miniguns.
Yeah.
Getting out of there on that helicopter, just flying away because the grotto
they
was
bring
never
back
in storm.
helicopters.
yeah.
And, there's helipads on the map.
Yeah,
so
there is.
watch out for the helicopters, guys. Watch out for that update. That's
And
gonna
one
be
more
cool.
thing I want to add. They should probably add like more vehicles. Maybe bring back the
Yeah.
ATK
The quad
or
crashers,
quad crasher or maybe even the shopping cart.
the
Yeah.
hoverboard,
The hoverboard. Ballers.
Yeah, just make the game a little more less about winning and more about fun.
fun. Yeah. Fun.
And that, I think, is a perfect way to end off this segment. And I will see you guys in the next segment. Okay, and now we're on to the football segment. First, we're going to be talking about the draft. Let's do the first.
the best pick.
I think the best picks in the first round. Top 5 best picks in the first round. Well, before I do that, I would say Trevor Lawrence, but like I feel like he's been guaranteed number 1 overall pick since he was in high school.
Yeah.
Like I feel like he was raised to be the number 1 overall pick, so I'm not gonna say him. Jamar Chase to the Bengals, I don't think was that great because Jamar Chase is great and all, but they already had like 8 wide receivers.
Yeah, AJ Green.
Jalen Waddle, I think, is the really good pick. How do you
for
feel
the
about that?
Dolphins, yeah. I mean, like, the Dolphins have Tua Tagovailoa
Yeah,
now.
they didn't have many weapons,
Yeah,
and now they
He
do.
does not have much people, so he
To
only
pair
has
with Mike
Devontae
Gesicki
Parker.
and Devontae Parker.
Yeah.
And then, Kyle Pitts, I think, was a great pick.
Yeah.
They got Hayden Hurst down there. Nah, man. Matt Ryan needs help. And I love their win now and not win later. Like, that's what I would do.
Exactly. And with Julio Jones gone to the Titans, they really need a weapon like Kyle Pitts. Yeah.
And then the Penny Sewell, Jared Goff's now there, which I think was okay trade for the Lions. Like, I think the Lions got well out of that, to be honest. Jared Goff's not great, and I understand that, but he's young,
He can get the
and they
job
got a lot
done.
of picks. Yeah, I mean, yeah.
And he can learn. He can learn.
Yeah, like, I mean, he led a team to the Super Bowl. He's not that bad.
Yeah, but I don't think Lions still have to grow. They need to get more better picks.
And then losing Kenny Galladay was kind of a setback.
Penny Sewell will be an anchor for their team.
Great pick.
Have a good offensive lineman. They can now get like better wide receivers, better defense. Like Penny Sewell, great pick, I believe, but they need more weapons.
Yeah, and then the Panthers and the Broncos, I think the Panthers should have picked Patrick Surtain and the Broncos should have picked J.C. Horn, but it just swapped, and that's that.
Yeah.
Devontae Smith, we are all Washington football team fans, and we are pretty scared of that.
Yeah.
Jalen Hurts, I think, could do that. And then Justin Fields was a great pick unless he's a bust. Because I personally think he could be a bust. Him and Trey Lance, I'm thinking could be busts. Trey Lance has no experience. He's played 1 season at the college level. Oh, yeah. And then,
Mac
Justin Fields, I just feel like is too much like Mitchell.
Yeah.
He's too much like Mitchell Trubisky.
But he may overcome that. He may be better.
Yeah.
Michael Parsons, great pick. Pair with Leighton Vander Esch. Elijah Vera Tucker, the Jets are building the offense. Mac Jones. Bob Cena has been waiting for me to say that this entire time. Everybody thinks he's going to be the bust. I think he's going to be the gem. Mac Jones, Patriots offense, is like coffee in the morning.
Yes.
He's probably not going to be the new Tom Brady, but he might be up there.
But he could be.
Yeah. He just needs to. He just
He's
needs to
like
practice.
Tom Brady.
Yeah. He just needs to work and try hard.
The football team picking Jamin Davis, that's what we needed. We needed a middle linebacker. I mean, we could have used stuff on offense. But in the second round, we got Diami Brown and, what's his name? Samuel Cosme or
Yeah. Something
something
like that.
Something Cosme. I forget like the actual thing. But
But Jamin Davis, it's a good linebacker. We needed a linebacker. Our defense is super good. We got our
we just need a middle linebacker.
D-line is really good. We got Cameron Curl and who was it? Landon Collins, I think.
Yeah.
That's a good. And the cornerbacks with William Jackson that we got.
Yeah.
And what's his name? Kendall Fuller.
Yeah.
Crap.
And then Colts picking Quiddy Pay, pretty good. Giants picking Kadarius Toney. I think the Giants could also have a good threat with Kenny Galladay and Kadarius Toney.
Yep.
Caleb Farley, not too sure. Titans, not too sure, man.
I think Travis Etienne was like.
Yeah, steal.
Why?
Steal.
But why would they need a running back when they already got James Robinson?
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like James is getting thrown on the bus. I mean, he was undrafted last year and he ran for over 1,000 yards. That to me just kind of hits home, I guess.
I mean, having 2 running backs could be good, but I feel like they should have used it on a different pick.
Yeah, because the Jags kind of are pretty bad. Steelers picking Najee Harris. he reminds me of what's his name? Samuel Jackson. I mean, not Samuel Jackson.
As an actor, what are you talking about?
Steven Jackson. Steven
that's good.
Jackson.
Oh, wait, yeah, that's funny.
And then the Bills picking Gregory Rousseau. Stupid. Why? They already have like 80 edge rushers.
True.
And yeah.
I think
and
that's a
then
wrap-up.
well, what about some trades? Ryan Kerrigan's on the Eagles.
That's very
Boo.
sad.
We
Very
already
sad.
We already
but-
talked about Julio Jones going to the Titans.
Yep, Julio Jones is on the Titans.
Yeah.
We got the Washington football team got William Jackson, as I said earlier, and Ryan Fitzpatrick.
Yeah.
Hopefully Ryan Fitzpatrick can
Can
maybe
be
help Tyler
Ryan
Heineke.
Fitzmagic.
I want Taylor Heineke to start.
True.
Yeah.
But maybe
He did
maybe
really good last season, even though
Yeah.
he
was,
played like 3 games and
He did good.
He wasn't that good because he needs to like play more in games to get used to it more. I feel like.
Yeah.
But I feel like he could do good if
And-
he plays. If he practice well, and he plays more games.
And
Yeah.
Alex Smith was just a good mentor to
Yeah.
everybody, like
Yeah.
Patrick Mahomes,
Colin
and
Kaepernick.
Yeah, he made them good.
Yeah.
So
So I think that's gonna wrap it up for the football segment. So I will see everybody. We're
on
gonna
the
have
next segment.
a little break, and we'll see you guys back in the
Next segment.
life experience segment.
Second.
Okay, so final segment, life experiences. First, I picked up these guys, and we kind of they came over to my house, and we just had a good time. But on our way back, we saw this guy in pink shorts. You're sitting on this back of the tow truck on the side of the road, clogging up the lane. It was on an exit, and me and everybody we just started cracking up. I mean, it was just so funny. I mean,
Yeah.
this guy was like it looked like he just got back from a run though, but he was wearing like cleats.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, it was bizarre.
But no offense to the guy wearing pink shorts. He could wear whatever he wants.
Yeah.
But
But it was just a funny.
it was just a
experience.
funny
Yeah.
experience.
And then what's something else funny that happened?
So, as you guys
Recently,
may have heard
at the start of the
at
video.
the start of this episode, there was a phone that just goes.
Just messing up our recording.
Yeah.
But yeah, unfortunately, we couldn't really do anything about that because
The phones are all around the house.
phones are all around the
It's
house.
a home phone.
it's a home phone, and yeah, it's pretty.
Comment below if you guys still have landlines.
Yeah. And also, let's just talk about what we did this couple days.
Yeah, and then
Oh my god!
oh, we've watched a couple movies. We've been watching the Loki show.
Yeah, we watched
Yeah.
both episodes.
Yeah, and then
watched
pretty good.
Baywatch.
we watched Baywatch the movie, which I think
Is very funny.
like it's rated R, but it's like it's not like super badly rated R, I guess. Like the language is a little rough, but it's just
It's
hilarious.
It's hilarious.
Like I almost passed out, I swear.
Any movie, The Rock is just hilarious and good action.
And then Zac Efron was making it
Also,
funny.
and Ronnie.
Yeah, yeah.
That Ronnie
I don't know
guy.
what actor that was, but he was funny.
But today we watched that Austin,
Austin
Powers.
Powers.
Oh
the
yeah,
first
Austin
time.
Powers.
For the first time.
We only watched the number 1, but we will watch number 2 and number 3.
Later today.
And we might talk about that on the next week's.
But I feel like Austin
Podcast.
Powers is like it's kind of like a
Repetitive.
weird,
Same joke.
Yeah, it's weird.
weird, and then like it's repetitive as Bob said. Like when Doctor Evil was like shh shh and just kept on saying shh.
Shh, shh, shh.
It's just repetitive jokes and the
Especially
same
and,
jokes.
and then when that Mustavo guy fell in the fire and he just like kept on screaming.
yeah, it's definitely. I feel like.
It's a little slapstick, but it's funny.
Yeah, it gets you laughing. It gets you laughing.
It's not like a comedy where you just don't laugh at all.
Yeah.
It's funny.
And the cut scenes where it just.
That was
Those
funny.
are stupid, but
it's funny. It's
it was
stupid
like a
humor.
It was
Stupid
like a
humor.
transition to a slideshow.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's
and as
stupid
the
humor.
the last thing, this is kind of a good for the earth kind of segment, or this is good for the earth kind of thing. So people in my neighborhood, this is just kind of a shout out to them. I'm not gonna say any names, but are building a fish like sanctuary. Like there's this pond outside my house, and they're literally building like a little pond So like all the snapping turtles and stuff can't eat the fish and the frogs.